Summer is construction season in Siouxland, and as we first told you last night, a key ramp connecting Highway 20 and I-29 in Sioux City will have to close for construction work for 2 months starting next week. KTIV's Gabriela Quinones explains.
The Iowa DOT will close the southbound I-29 on-ramp from westbound Highway 20 on Tuesday, June 2nd, for bridge deck overlay and barrier replacement. Planners hope to have the work done by August 5th, 2 months later. After the ramp closes, the Iowa DOT says to follow a marked detour. Travel west on US 20, turn north on I-29 to the Floyd Boulevard interchange, which is exit 147A, then travel west on Floyd Boulevard to the southbound I-29 entrance ramp. On Facebook, we asked drivers if this change will affect their daily commute. Judy Griffin McCabe commented, "I do expect an impact to my daily commute. Traffic will be heavier going from westbound 20 to northbound 29, causing congestion and slowdowns. What I hope is that local people find alternative routes besides the posted detour." Greg Bett commented, "I use it daily to commute to my work, but will adjust. Used to this around here." And several others say they use the ramp every day. Gabriela Quinones, KTIV News 4.